Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? Okay. Right. So let's start. You were given some homework yesterday, right? So we're going to solve your homework questions very fast. Okay. And Vedant is asking, can we upload homework done in soft copy? I don't understand what you mean. Don't you all have to upload it in soft copy? What do you mean by soft copy? That Vedant, I mean, I am not concerned with that actually, right? So it's up to you. You could talk to the school, right, and ask them. I'm least concerned. What is more important is, for me at least, for me it is important that you just do your homework. That's it. Okay. All right, Dhruv. Fine. So let's get started with the homework questions. Okay. And the first question was, all right, here. Maximum and minimum value of resultant. I hope all of you have the two questions with you, right? Maximum and minimum value of resultant of two forces acting at a point are 7 and 3 Newton respectively. Then the smaller force will be equal to. Video has not paused. I'm not writing anything yet. So it is given that the resultant of the two forces are vectors, don't forget, forces are vectors, right? So resultant of two forces has maximum value or maximum magnitude 7 Newton is the unit of force, and minimum 2 Newton. No, sorry, 3 Newton. Sorry, 3 Newton. Okay. So in such a case, what we have to consider is that if you add two vectors A and B and they are in same direction, then we are getting A plus B is equal to 7, right? And if the two vectors are in opposite direction, then when you add them, even if you add them, their magnitude is subtracted. Okay, I think so many of you have done it much more casually, right? Okay, I really hope that you understood what you did, right? There is a big risk here, in my opinion. So this is giving you 2a is equal to 10. Therefore, a is 5 in magnitude and b is 2 Newton in magnitude. All right. So that's how you get this answer. Let's go to the next question. Okay. So the next question was an MCQ, right? It is given that C vector is equal to A vector plus B vector. Then, come on, what do you think? What is your answer? What is your answer, people? Vote, come on, A, B, C or D. Only one answer is right here. Only one option can be right. What is your answer? Okay, we have a lot of variety of answers, right? We are having a lot of variety of answers. The correct answer is B. The correct answer is option B. Okay, so that is because many of you are saying C. That is rubbish. People, warning, lakhai budu important point ado. If you write this, then this may not be true. I hope you remember that. I hope you remember that this may be or may not be true. It is not necessary that it is always true. Right? Do you remember this, everyone? Do you remember this? No, I don't think so. Do you remember this? Okay, so B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer because it is possible that the magnitude of C, it is possible that the magnitude of C is less than the magnitude of A. Mane, this is very irritating now. Will you all just give me a moment? I'd like to change my internet connection, right? Just give me one moment. Okay, Vedant, I will answer your question, right? Ah. Internet ચાલુ નથી વાઈફાઈ ઓલું હોટસ્પોટ નથી. અરે ચાલુ છે નથી. રિફ્રેશ કર. Okay, so can you all hear me now? Right. So see, people, I want all of you to read questions very carefully. તમે લોકો બહુ ઉતાવળમાં વાંચો છો અને ક્વેશ્ચન બે પાંચ વાર તો વાંચવો જ પડે. You all are just beginners in the world of physics, right? Vedant, you are saying there is no vector given. Please, I would like you to look at the question carefully. In the question where it is written that let C is equal to A plus B, do you see that these are bold? Do you see that these are bold? મને તો દેખાય છે, હું ફોન ઉપર જ જોઉં છું, just like all of you. So they are vectors. Bold means vectors. કીધું તું. I hope all of you remember. If someone writes it as bold, it means vectors. Very early in this chapter, if you remember, I told you that in the textbook, everything is given as bold. તમે book ખોલી જ નથી લાગતી આજ સુધી. Textbook ખોલી જ નથી ને? Everyone, I recommend that you sit with the textbook open. Okay, when you sit for online class, notebook, textbook, બધું ખુલ્લું હોવું જોઈએ. પિક્ચર જોવા નથી આવ્યા આપણે. Okay. So I hope everyone realizes the difference between this equation and this equation. આ બેમાં શું ફરક છે? આ બેમાં શું ફરક છે? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two equations? What is the difference between these two equations? Yes, Vedant, yes, Vandan, that's right. બે જ આન્સર આવ્યા. ક્યાં છે બાકી બધા? First is vector, that is incomplete. Everyone. અરે યાર, what is the meaning of this symbol? આનો meaning શું થાય? Can you tell me the meaning? Everyone, I want you to write the meaning. હું જોઉં છું કેટલા લખે છે અને કોણ લખે છે. Can you write the meaning of C? Only C. Magnitude of what? Magnitude of what? Jay, resultant vector, that is absolutely wrong. So many of you got it right. This means magnitude of vector C. Right? That is, you can also write it like this. Okay, magnitude of vector C. So this equation is about addition of magnitudes. Right? And this equation is addition of vectors. હવે તો એટલું important point માં એક વખત લખાવી દીધું that you cannot add magnitude. I hope you remember that. You cannot add magnitudes when you are adding vectors. બરાબર ને? તો પછી આ આન્સર તો આવવાનો નથી, right? That's why C is not correct. Okay, that's why C is not correct. Okay, D is also not correct because sometimes it might be equal, right? Sometimes it might be equal. Still, very few of you seem to have understood, but frankly, I don't have anything else to explain now, right? We have done this so many times and with so many examples. I have mentioned it very clearly that if you take two vectors like this, suppose this is 3 in length and that is 4 in length, then the resultant will be 5 in length. આમાં ક્યાં 3 plus 4 equal to 5 થાય કોઈ દિવસ? Okay. So some of you are saying that yes, you have understood, but people, you are amongst the same 10, right? Ayush, okay. Right, there are 88 students present. There are 88 students present. Okay, but I hope all of you have got it, right? That's all I can do here. So it is possible that it is less. કેવી રીતે? Have a look at this. Suppose a vector was like this. અરે હમણાં જ ઓલો question નો કર્યો. Suppose a vector is magnitude, let's say 5 Newton, right? And b vector is opposite with magnitude 3 Newton. So આ બેનું addition શું થશે? A vector plus b vector, its magnitude will be only 2 Newton. Clear? So do you realize that this 2 Newton is less than 3 Newton and 2 Newton is also less than 5 Newton? Okay. Right? So you can clearly see it is possible, right? Sahil, I hope you got the answer to your question. You said, how is it possible? This is one example, right? Okay. Now, let's go to the next question. Okay, the third question is, here I admit this question has a mistake. Okay, I don't try to hide anything from you. This question definitely has a mistake because here nothing is written in bold. ખાલી આમ જ લખ નાખ્યું છે. Okay, I agree that this is definitely a mistake. So ideally it should have been something like this. Ideally it should have been something like this. Okay. Right, so yes, the answer is 180 degrees, correct? The angle between these two is 180 degrees. How many of you understood that? Say yes or no if you understood that. Diagrams, people. If suppose I'd say this is b vector and this is c vector, then b is in one direction, and because of the minus sign, c is in opposite direction. The angle between them is 180. Now ratio of magnitude 3/5. Okay, I don't think I have to worry about it at all. 3/5. Okay. ના રે ના દિવ્યા, એંગલ ક્યાંથી 37 degree આવે? It is 180. People, અજય તમને કહું છું, સ્કેલર મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન, અરે સોરી, સ્કેલર મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન શું? Multiplication of vector with scalar. Please don't forget this topic. બહુ હેરાન કરશે હો. 3 scalar a vector, okay, minus 5 scalar a vector. So what does that indicate? What does that indicate? It indicates that a vector and b vector are in same direction, but c vector and a vector are in opposite direction. So that diagram would be something like this. Now clearly you can see that the angle is 180 between B vector and C vector, right? And a ratio of magnitude might each say. So the answer of ratio of magnitude is 3/5. Okay. All right. Now next. Yes, you are right, Vedant. This time these questions are not mine. Okay. Where's the fourth one? Yeah, here. Okay. So a force has magnitude 15 Newton. Direction of F is at 37 degree from negative axis towards positive axis. Okay. Negative x-axis towards positive y-axis. All right. Again, everyone read the question carefully. Okay. So where is this F vector? 37 degree from negative x towards positive y. અહીંથી આમ જવાનું 37 degree. Is this clear? Yeah, okay. You can write 0.6, no problem, right? Okay, so this is what we have. Now we have to write it in terms of I caret, j caret. So you have to give it in standard form. Okay, you have to give it in standard form. All right. Nandini, I'm not so sure. I have not solved this, frankly. Okay, but a lot of people are saying the same answer as you are, right? So it's very likely correct. Okay. Vedant, your answer is wrong. All right. So here we go with it. We trap it in a rectangle as usual. Okay, I'm gonna go to અને અહીંયા શું આવશે fx અને અહીંયા આવશે fy or fy. Sorry, here wherever you like. Okay, rectangle છે. So now clearly fx is equal to 15 cos 37. So that is going to be 15 into cos 37 is 4/5. Right. So 12. So f vector is equal to minus 12 I caret. Okay, now time for fy. Yes, yes, it is right. It is right. Yes, the correct answer. હવે મને મારે થઈ ગયો માઇન્ડમાં જ મેં કરી નાખ્યું. This is 15 sin 37. So that's going to be 9. This is your final answer. Okay. So many of you have got it right. Well done, people. Very good. આવડી ગયું, huh? આવડી ગયું, આવડી ગયું. Okay. Very good. Very good, Nandini. All right, Falak. I take it, but these are really easy things. હજી તો ઘણું જ છે. Right? We are just dipping our toes. Okay, fine. So that's it. Let's go to the next thing that we are going to do today. Yes, very good, Sahil. Okay, so now you see yesterday we learned how to add and subtract vectors by doing by writing it in standard form. Okay, I caret, j caret, all that stuff. All right, and we have also learned about magnitude. Right now, people, it is time to introduce the third dimension. Okay, 3D. So now we are going to talk about vectors in 3D. Vectors in 3D. Right? Now I hope all of you are sitting in a cuboidal room. Okay, generally rooms are cuboidal. Okay. So I want all of you to look at the bottom left corner. I want all of you to look at bottom left corner in front of you. Okay, please look at the bottom left corner in front of you. Could you find that corner in your room? Bottom left corner in front of you. Okay. Right. Does it look like this over there at the corner? Does it look like this? Does it appear like this? જોયું તમારો રૂમ મેં જોયો નથી તો એ મને ખબર પડી ગઈ ને. People, every room's bottom left corner looks like this only. All right, એમાં કઈ સવાલ નથી. So here we are using this for 3 axes, right? In that case, Vedant, you don't have a bottom left corner, so still what I said is correct. X, typically we take x here, y here and z here. અત્યાર સુધી છે ને આપણે ખાલી આટલું જ જોતા હતા. Think about it. So far we are only talking about this, right? Okay, now where is z? Z is coming out of your screen and Z is coming out of your screen, right? And it is coming towards your eye. જોજો આ એરો ખૂચી ન જાય તમને, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying. Z is coming out of your screen towards your eye, right? That is X, Y, and Z axis. Clear? Okay. Fine. So now you see what happens is drawing vectors in 3D is extremely tough. Let me tell you that. Drawing vectors in 3D is extremely tough, right? એટલે જ આપણે છે ને bottom left corner વિચારીએ છીએ. So let me just once again give you some practice of I caret, J caret. યાદ છે ને what is I caret, J caret? They are unit vectors in positive X and positive Y direction. So please imagine this with your room. I caret will be along this lower edge in front of you. I will say right side mouse I caret. Is that okay? Can you imagine a vector in your room? Okay, J caret will be in vertical direction going up, right? Like this. Okay. And now time for the third one. K caret. I, J, K. ABCD પ્રમાણે છે. નો આવડતું હોય તો કહેજો. Right? So K caret is the unit vector in positive Z direction. Everyone write it. K caret is the unit vector in positive Z direction. Okay. Positive X, I caret. Positive Y, J caret. And positive Z, K caret. All right. So can you imagine K caret? It will be along that lower edge on your left side. તમારી left side ની દીવાલમાં નીચે જુઓ ત્યાં આમ K caret આવશે, right? Going behind you. Yes, this is new. For 2D you only have X and Y. So you only need I caret and J caret. But now in 3D we have X, Y, Z. So we need I caret, J caret, K caret. All right. Logic બધું ઈ જ છે. I'm struggling to explain, is it? Because this is in 3D, right? મને એવું થાય આમાં શું સમજાવું, આમાં શું સમજાવું? એક તો આ 3D માં છે. I cannot, otherwise I would have used my pen, right? If this would be an actual classroom, I would be using my pen. That would help. You can all do that, right? મારી પાસે અત્યારે એટલી બધી પેન્સ નથી, right? Otherwise you can put 3 pens, you know, and then you could see it, right? Draw in AutoCAD. હા ભાઈ, હવે ખાલી આટલું સમજાવવા માટે હું AutoCAD શીખું, રોહન? I have GeoGebra. I'll try something and show it to you tomorrow. All right. I have GeoGebra. I'll try something with it. Okay. Okay. Now, so here you see this becomes very interesting, because now if we talk about components, there are going to be 3 components: X component, Y component, and Z component, right? So AX, AY, AZ. So A vector is going to be AX I caret plus AY J caret plus AZ K caret. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? Okay. Right. Now, so it has 3 components. Now, how do we imagine this? How can we imagine this? For better drawing, look at the textbook diagram. Okay. Look at the textbook diagram. I'm trying my best. I promise. Tomorrow, when we'll do it with GeoGebra, it will be much clearer what's going on here. So suppose this is where 3 axes are. Right now, I'm going to draw a vector in 3D. Be careful. A 3D માં તમને દેખાય નહીં. Let me tell you that. We have to imagine a lot of stuff. Okay. But I promise I'll try my best to make you imagine this. Oh. Does it help? So this vector has 3 components. Okay, which 3? Have a look at this very carefully. This is x-axis, y-axis, and z. This component is AY, right? Okay, this component is AZ, and this component is AX, right? Okay. Right? I know some of you have understood. That's why I said that it's better if you look at the textbook diagram. It's actually very nicely drawn. I've tried my best. I promise. My drawing is not very good. Okay. So this white is the vector, A vector, right? So because of that, we have 3 components. So here you see it's not a rectangle. Here it is cuboid. Do you understand? This is a cuboid. This is not a rectangle like we used to draw earlier, right? તો એક એજ છે ને એ AX છે, એક એજ AY છે અને એક એજ AZ છે. એવી રીતે 3 edges થઈ, right? Okay, it's like if you say length is AX, then breadth is az, and then height is ay, something like that. Clear? Okay. So in such circumstances, listen to this, everybody. In such circumstances, magnitude, okay, important formula coming up. Magnitude of vector, okay, is going to be, આટલું તો આવડે જ છે તમને, આટલું તો આવડે જ ને. Now plus az square, right? Plus az square, okay. I have no idea Vedant who's taking that, okay. All right. So this is the magnitude of vector. Until now we were only writing this because we are talking about 2D. Now we are talking about 3D, right? Math students ne functions chapter ચાલી ગયો છે. Math students, functions. Okay, so in functions chapter, I am sure you have studied the definition of modulus function like this. Do you know this? Do you know this? So I just want to talk about one thing here. Have a look. Suppose this was in 1D. Suppose this was in 1D only. So ખાલી આટલું જ લખે. See? Do you realize it is the same? Do you realize that this is the same as you have studied for numbers? So vector એ તે ખાલી collection of numbers જ છે, right? Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay, then now how do we get this, right? Let's just talk about it very quickly. How do we get this? આનું કઈ proof છે કે નહીં છે? Very simple proof. Look at this diagram, okay, and focus on what I'm saying. Pay attention. First of all, do you see that this red line, do you see that this red line is actually the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle on floor? A right angle triangle નીચે પડી ગયું છે. Do you see that? Okay, so its hypotenuse is going to be ax square plus az square. Clear? Because one side is az and the other side is ax. Now if you take this triangle, okay, now this is in 3D. This is in 3D. This white arrow, that is a vector, okay, right? Then the red line like this, all right, okay, then the red line like this, and then the yellow dotted line. Do you see that this is a right angle triangle in 3D? તમારા રૂમમાં કેવી રીતે જોશો? Look at one top corner in front of you and look at the opposite bottom corner behind you. I'm talking about this right angle. I hope you can see it in this one. દેખાય છે right angle triangle? So if you use the Pythagoras theorem for this one, height to ay છે, I hope you all realize that. So by Pythagoras theorem you are going to have it like this, right? By Pythagoras theorem once again you are going to have it like this. Some of you might be knowing about this. There's something called body diagonal, if you know about it. Body diagonal એટલે top left corner of your room to bottom right corner of your room behind you. Okay. Top left corner of your room to bottom right corner. આમ લેફ્ટ સાઈડમાં નીચેથી આમ રાઈટ સાઈડમાં ઉપર પાછળ જાવ ને, right? Yes, Ami, that's right. Okay. So this is having length L square plus B square plus H square. આવું ખબર છે કઈ? આવું ખબર છે? So this is same, right? I hope you see this is same. L is like AX, B is like AZ, and H is like AY. All right. Yes, Nandini. So I'm sure you have definitely understood this, right? How we get this formula. Okay. All right then. So this is the magnitude of vector. Very important formula, people. Now, so with that being done, everything that we have learned so far in 2D is valid in 3D. Okay, everything that we have learned so far in 2D is valid in 3D. Okay, fine. So try this simple question. Suppose A vector is 2i caret plus 4j caret minus 1k caret, and B vector is, well, I caret plus 6k caret. Okay. All right. Then I want you to find, everyone, I want you to find magnitude. Okay, so that is just find this. Come on. Can you find this? Can you find this, everyone? Hurry up. Find this. Look at this carefully. Look at this carefully. Can you find magnitude of A vector plus B vector? And I want the answer in root. Okay, final answer will be in root of something. So let's leave it like that. Vedant, symbols are not clear, I think. Please be careful with symbols. No, Krisha. આવી રીતે થોડું થાય find magnitude. Ria, whatever I've written is there. Okay. This is I caret and that is k caret. I છે ને આ k છે, દેખાય છે, બરાબર ને? There's no, whatever I've written is okay. All right, so we are getting two different answers. હા, ઈ તો મને ખબર પડે વેદાંત કે upward arrow is cap, એટલું તો મને આવડે જ ને. But you are not understanding the question, I think. Ayushi, read the question carefully. Okay, so we are getting two different answers from lots of people. I will tell you, Saurabh, don't worry. No, Dia, this is not possible. Falak, I don't know. I have not done it, frankly. No, Sahil, read the question carefully. Okay, yes, now I have done it in my mind and I've got the right answer. Okay. No, Ria, not correct again. No, Nandini, not at all. Priyansh, yes, your answer is right. Falak, your answer is right. Kavya, your answer is right. Raj, your answer is wrong. Forum, yours is right. Dia, yours is wrong. Ami, yes, yours is right. Ankita, read the question carefully. Okay, I think I've given enough time for this one. First of all, people, People, those who are giving this as answer, I have to tell you, please read the question carefully. Answer hoid no sake. This cannot be the answer. It's like I'm asking you what, no, sorry, how many legs does an elephant have? Okay, and you say pink. This is what is going on here, right? Okay, those who have given this kind of answer, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Question કંઈક બીજો જ પૂછ્યો છે અને તમે આન્સર કંઈક બીજો જ આપો. So there is no chance that your answer can be right. Okay, now why am I saying that? What is meaning of this? આવું કરો તો એનો મતલબ શું થાય? What is meaning of this? Yes, magnitude. So do you think this is a magnitude? What do you think? Is this a magnitude or is this a vector? What do you think? Is this a magnitude or is it a vector? Yes, it's a vector. બરાબર ને? તો આન્સર નો આવે ને, જેમ pink is not a number, right? Pink is not a number. This question should have an answer number. તમે કદાચ 100 કહી દો તોય હું માની લઉં કે ચલો વાંધો નહીં, નંબર તો આન્સર આપ્યો. ઓકે, પણ તમે પિંક કહો તો મારે શું કહેવાનું? All right, so here, so this is actually the vector. Now you have to find its magnitude. How to find the magnitude of this vector? How to find magnitude of this vector? It's going to be under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square. Clear? આટલું જ તો કરવાનું હતું યાર, કેમ આવી મિસ્ટેક કરો છો હવે? root 50. All right, so that is going to be 5 root 2. I hope it is clear to all of you. I know I know that some of you did not get this. I know some of you did not get this, right? I think some of you might have got some other vector. I don't know why. But see, this is I caret. So I caret with I caret. J caret with, okay, no partner. So 4 J caret. And -1 and 6 is 5 caret, 5K caret, right? Okay. So that's it, right? This is how you handle vectors with 3D. All right. Yes, Nandini, I understood that. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic. Magnitude of resultant. Okay, magnitude of resultant, bracket में लग in form of A, B and theta. આવું લખો, in form of A, B and theta. Okay, so suppose there is a vector A, suppose there is a vector B, and let's say that angle between them is theta, and angle between them is theta. Okay, then what is the magnitude of R? R is resultant. I hope all of you remember that. Okay, so what is R? Okay, in form of A, B and theta. That is what we are going to find out. Okay, I think Raj, you were asking me about this formula, so we are going to learn how to get it. Okay, So have a look at this. અચ્છા એ પહેલા એક વોર્નિંગ લખાવી દઉં, આમાં બહુ લોકો મિસ્ટેક કરે છે. ઓકે, okay, here's the warning people, લખી નાખજો, angle between two vectors is measured by joining their tails. Okay, angle between two vectors is measured by joining their tails. Clear? What does this mean? હું તમને કહીશ, ટાઈમ આવશે. ઓકે, ડોન્ટ વરી, અત્યારે ખાલી લખી લો, પછી જો તમને સમજાઈ જશે. Right? Lot of things will be done on your own. Okay, write it at the moment. I will come back to this point. Okay, right, let's start now. So suppose that this is some vector A. Okay, and like let's say that this is a vector B. Okay, right now we are joining them by common tail. We are going to use to derive this formula, we will use parallelogram method. Okay, to derive the formula we will use the parallelogram law. Okay, I hope you all remember that. Okay, so tails are joined. Now we have to complete the parallelogram, right? So what I'll do is I'll just draw one more A vector here, and a parallelogram complete થઈ જશે, right? And one more B vector here, so parallelogram is completed. I hope this is clear, right? We complete the parallelogram, and now, no, this is not a new law. We are deriving a formula. Okay, so now we will draw the diagonal, યાદ છે ને, from common tail over here to the opposite corner. યાદ આવી ગયું? Okay, okay. B સાચું જ લખ્યું છે, ખાલી આ બાજુ લખું છું. So we are saying that the angle is theta. Which angle is theta? Between A and B is theta. Okay, angle between A and B is theta. All right, now do you realize that if I extend this line here, then this angle will also be theta? Yes or no? Basic geometry. Okay, basic geometry. And then let me drop a perpendicular. સમજ પડે? Drop a perpendicular like this. અહીંયા બહુ જગ્યા નાની થઈ ગઈ. I'm so sorry. Let me zoom into it. Okay, zoom tha. Okay, so this is theta, right? And now you can see that this angle is 90. So do you agree that this is B sin theta, and do you agree that this side is B cos theta? Right, so I'm saying that NP is equal to B sin theta, and I'm saying that MP is equal to B cos theta. From trigonometry, all right, this has come from trigonometry, right? Components kaira, એવું વિચારો. Now So do you realize that if we look at r vector, then r vector has two components. One, LP vector, and second, PN vector. Do you agree with this? Suppose અહીંયા P થી N એક vector બનાવી નાખીએ આપ. So there is one vector from L to P and there is one vector from P to N, right? Or by Pythagoras theorem, in triangle LPN, by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, in triangle LPN by Pythagoras theorem, R square is equal to, remember, length of arrow is magnitude. R square is equal to LP square plus PN square. Clear? I just want to confirm that it is clear, right? Only then we'll go ahead, right? Say zoom out કર્યું એટલે તમને બધું દેખાય, right? બસ હવે તો શું કરવાનું છે ખબર છે, ખાલી વેલ્યુઝ જ મૂકવાની છે. So do you agree that LP is equal to LM plus MP? આ તો બધાને આવડે. Fine. Vedant, I hope you are seeing the triangle LPN. Do you see it is a right angle triangle? Okay, we are just using Pythagoras theorem. That's it, right? Okay, so now R square is equal to LP square. LP means A plus B cos theta whole square, right? Plus PN square. What is PN? RUPN. Clear? Right? We have just put these two values. That's it. And now we will simplify this. Okay, the I simplify. Our formula the badane avde ne, A square plus 2AB, right? This is B and this is A, right? Plus B square and plus this. Okay, so now you just have to simplify it, right? So A square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square cos square theta plus B square sin square theta. भागी न जता हो थोड़ो का time. So now, do you see that I can leave the first two terms like that, and from third and fourth, if I take B square common, hey, આવું તો કઈક આવ્યું હતું પેલા. શું છે? B square cos square theta plus sin square theta. Yes. So finally this will become A square plus B square. આવી રીતે લખાય. A square plus B square આ 1 થઈ ગયું, plus 2AB cos theta. Okay, so this is the formula for R square. So R is equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. What is your derivative? Okay, so this is to be remembered, everyone. This is to be remembered by you. The warning was about angle. You will, હા આવી શકે એક્ઝામમાં આવું ડેરિવેશન આવી જ શકે, શું કામ ન આવે? કઈ મજાક નથી, બરાબર ને? આવશે. ફિઝિક્સમાં આવું જ આવે, સમ્સ ને ડેરિવેશન. થિયરી કોઈ પૂછવાનું નથી. Nobody is going to ask you anything about write a note on types of error. The warning is about angle. We will talk about that tomorrow. Okay, I have not explained anything about the warning so far, right? Up till this point you don't even need to worry about it, right? Okay, we have to remember derivation. Preet, derivations are not poems. Remember, derivations are not poems. Okay, so Preet, learn to derive. આ સમ છે ને, મેથ્સ નો સમ જ તો છે, નથી? મેથ્સ નો સમ નથી આ? આવો સમ આવતો હતો ને 10th માં. So this is just like a sum, you just have to do it. Okay, yes, Falak and Vedant, you are right. હા બરાબર, એટલે remember is actually the wrong word. Yes, so this can be asked in exam, right? Okay, so I think that's it. We are going to end this class here. Goodbye everyone. Gracie, I will answer your queries. If you have any, you send me a message. All right, which step you don't understand? Okay.